Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon, like talking about something related to Disney, whether it's their films, uh, programs, or whatever else. So, I'm going to do, another one of these videos where I've been talking about some individual whom I just got to talking about, who spoke about Frozen. Yes, again, for like the 200th time I brought up on this channel. I know. I like the movie. So what? Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I know, I'm talking about Princess movie. Yeah, so what? I can watch whatever I want. But, moreover, this individual, again, in case you didn't see my previous video, because I just got to talking about him, and in case this is your fourth video of seeing me speaking to him about him, yeah, he's just like this religious individual, and he's kind of I guess you can say he's pretty much like one of those individuals that wants to live his life by the Bible, word for word, and whatnot. And again, like in the previous video I just brought up, he wants to talk about the song "Let It Go," and he's going to say that this whoever is going to enjoy this song, like literally anybody who's going to enjoy this song, will in fact be punished. And because there's something wicked going on or whatever, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, as you can obviously see. What is it with this Christians, religious individuals attacking this movie? I don't know. I've covered this movie so many times because of these religious individuals. I lost count. I don't know how many times I've done this already. So excuse me if this pretty much coming off repetitive. Oh boy. Well, at least to some extent, anyway, it is, I guess. And, but, and FYI, and just like I said in the previous video, the audio sounds like it was recorded in a big room, like this, you seen the photo? That's because it was. So, yeah. Quantity? What's that? I don't know. I just put more effort into it, will ya? So, of course, I'll do my best here to, respond to what he's saying and whatnot. So I just thought I'd let you know, because this was the same problem I had in the previous video. And, why is this being repeated again like this way? I don't know. Maybe he's feeling lazy. I don't know. Or maybe just incompetent, I guess. But anyway, okay, let's just jump into it, shall we? And I already know it's not going to make any sense. Again. Boy. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Anyway, just whatever.
People who reject God's law become enemies of God.
No. Just because people liked that song, Let It Go, it doesn't mean that they rejected God's law. What are you talking about? Oh, boy.
You don't just say, okay, it's just my opinion now, that it's okay to be relativistic now in the 21st century. You don't do that.
You realize that when the Bible was written, it was a totally different time when it comes to human beings, right? Human beings do not know a whole lot when it comes to, weather or any other countries. You realize that, right? And not that we have technology nowadays, and then people, have scientists working on certain things. People are becoming more educated, well, at least they should anyway. The Bible is heavily misinformed about basically everything. That doesn't mean you should rely on it. Oh boy, come on.
People who reject God's law for any purpose whatsoever.
Oh, you're evil if you like the song Let It Go. That doesn't... Of course, you're just gonna, demonize... demonize is how you say it. Yeah, you're just demonizing some people who like the song. Come on.
Become enemies of God. God acknowledges that you become an enemy of God, and He does go to war against you. Same for a nation. You are classified as an idolater. Why? Because it's not possible. You need to understand this principle.
You're ruling against God, and you're an adulterer. You're okay with cheating and whatnot, and that kind of thing, and having a bad marriage, and you're with the individual you're with. What does any of this have to do with the song Frozen? I don't get it. Boy, this just coming off, you're just going on some big old assumption here. I mean, okay, yes, cheating is wrong, obviously. I mean, unless your partner is okay with it, sleeping around. And what do you call that? An open marriage or something like that? Or just being selective about it. I mean, it's okay, if your partner don't mind it. I don't know. I mean, a lot of Christians were okay with polygamy, so what about that?
It's not possible to rebel against the Lord without coming up with an entirely new rival law system.
You got some weird issues, pal, and I genuinely mean that. I'm not just saying that I was spite either. So, you're trying to tack on a lot of these problems, or potential problems, in somebody's relationship onto a song. And this problem in society, like society's gonna go downhill somehow. Right. Just because of the fact that the song "Let It Go" from the first Frozen film became extremely popular. I fail to see the connection here. It sounds like you're just making a bunch of bullshit just to talk down those people who enjoy the song. And I'm one of them. I like the song. It's pretty good. I liked it. So what? I'm not going to change my mind just because you said so. No.
Maybe you're singing Elsa's song in the shower, and you're rejecting God's law and God's will for your life.
Other people with a lack of morals. Okay. Again, with these sexist quotes I bring up is from your own Bible. So, yeah, you can't be saying that I'm the corrupt one and whatnot. So, the Bible itself definitely has bigotry right inside of it. So, yeah. I mean, yes, okay, there's been multiple different versions of said Bible anyway. That's true. But, as there have been multiple divisions of Christianity itself and whatnot. So, yeah, what you're saying is highly debatable. So, I still don't know what that has to do with Frozen.
In the very same instant, you are replacing that with a different law system. What Satan said to Eve was, well, just make up your own.
Song "Let It Go" isn't suggesting to make up your own religion, like, at all. That's not what he's trying to do, in any shape or form. Again, it just seems like you're just making stuff up just to talk trash about a popular movie. And a lot of Christians are complaining about this song as well, as I mentioned in the previous video. But there's plenty of Bible-themed films anyway. Just go watch one of those. I mean, there's a truckload. A truckload. I do mean a lot of Christian films anyway. Just go watch one of those. You don't have to watch this one, No one's going to care. I sure don't. Maybe I should care a little bit because of the fact having a lot of money can equal to influence, which this film became one of the most popular films that Disney has ever made. So that proves a point right there. And of course, a lot of these Christians aren't happy about that. The fact that this film and its sequel made a bucket load of money. And, that's a risk you take when it comes to, making movies. It's a competitive business. And they just hit the jackpot with both movies.
Your own law system, your own personalized, customized, ethical system of law.
Where are you getting this from? The movie, the song specifically, "Let It Go," isn't trying to tell you to do your own custom religion, to make your own church and whatnot. And the song's not telling you to do that. I mean, there's many options anyway when you think about it when it comes to religions. There's multiple churches from multiple different faiths anyway, so you could choose on which one to believe in. So what you're talking about has already been done way before this film ever released. Oh boy, just none of this making sense. Like I said earlier, this makes no sense, like at all. Oh boy, and you don't have to be religious either.
You've made yourself God with a little g when you've done that. That's idolatry, isn't it? That's worshiping. That's having another God before you.
So that's the last bit of it. Yeah, I didn't want to make this as long as the other one I just did a moment ago, folks. In my other video, I mean. So yeah, if you're enjoying this song, it's pretty much the same as creating your own God, your own Jesus, your own Virgin Mary, Saint Peter, and all that. Just your own version of the Bible. Again, I don't see the connections whatsoever, like at all. And of course, this entire thing is just nonsensical. Obviously, I just thought I'd just make this video, because it gives me an excuse to talk about Frozen, of course, and which I've done multiple times before prior to this, so it's not gonna hurt nobody if I bring this up again. And yeah, of course, it's definitely one of my favorite movies that Disney had made, and I really did enjoy it. But that's not really the point of this video, really. I mean, yeah, I'm defending it, of course. I just want to show how ridiculous these people can be, of course. And if there's any pattern when it comes to any of these podcasts I'm responding to, is that, like I said a moment ago, a lot of these religious individuals don't seem to like the fact that the first film, became a massive success. I mean, so was the second one, of course, but the second movie wouldn't exist if the first movie was a failure. But yeah, that's the thing, though. They don't like the fact that both films were big successes. They want the both films just to disappear into obscurity, which of course is not going to happen. No. But anyway, has Frozen 1 and 2 outsold some Christian movies? Most likely. Just because Christian film is religious based doesn't mean it should be successful. So I'm pretty sure that both movies had outsold some Christian films. That seems plausible. Because when you think about it, there's a huge saturation of Christian films to begin with when you think about it. There's a lot of them. And I do mean a lot. They're just cranking these out like those from tomorrow. And yeah, it seems kind of odd that he doesn't tackle any of those. Some of those Christian films might be based on a version of a Bible that he disagrees with. Why doesn't he bring that up? So yeah, folks, it's just ridiculous. Of course, the Muslims have their own Bible. The Jehovah's Witnesses have their own Bible. The Methodist Church, the Baptist Church, the Catholics, so on and so forth. A lot of these churches and many more have their own versions of the Bible. And of course, there's been movies made based on those versions of those Bibles. And I know that some of those I just mentioned and others he doesn't like because for that reason. And yes, people of different faith attack each other as well. So because a lot of these religious folks will claim that their version of the Bible is the true version. And of course, there's no way they can actually know that for sure, but they act like they do. But yeah, folks, I know this got away from Frozen a long time ago when you think about it, but it was never about Frozen to begin with. It really wasn't at all. It was never about that at all. They just don't like the fact that this film is popular. And it's getting more attention than some of the other Christian films. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah. Later.